25 years ago, the nation witnessed a war, witnessed the valor of war and saw eyes moist with martyrdom. The reason for this war was the nefarious conspiracy of the Pakistani army. During the winters, Pakistan occupied the empty bunkers of the Indian army. Pakistani soldiers disguised as infiltrators crossed the LOC and sat on Indian peaks with heavy and large weapons. The aim was to capture the territory won by India in the 1971 war and to break the Shimla Agreement. But the brave Indian soldiers fought a very tough battle. India TV brings you the untold truths of that war. Our correspondents Mani Prasad and Sanjay Barak investigated that war by going to Kargil. From Tashi Namgyal, who gave the first information about the infiltration, to every character and leadership of the war, this is the most reliable documentary made on Kargil. A small mountain village near the India-Pakistan control line, Garak, has a population of about 5,500. Due to its proximity to the border, there is a movement of soldiers in this village. Hence, the villagers are aware of the concerns of the army. They know what is dangerous for the country in this border and what is not. One of the residents of this village is Tashi Namgyal. Tashi is a shepherd by profession. For his daily needs, Tashi has kept yaks. Yaks often go to the heights of the mountains in search of fodder. On May 2nd, 1999, Tashi's yak went missing. Tashi went far from the village in search of it. In the distant high mountains, he started searching for his yak with the help of binoculars. A shepherd from Rakan village in the Batalik sector, Tashi Namgyal, who is familiar with every inch of this place. One day, suddenly his yak went missing, and while searching for it, he reached Banju top. To find his yak, he took out his binoculars, and what he saw in the snow on the opposite hill left him stunned. Shocked, Tashi descends the mountain. His descent from the mountain was very fast and cautious. He descends the mountain and goes straight to a soldier. He whispers something in the soldier's ear. The soldier's face fills with worry and tension.
तो वहां देखते हुए तो कुछ 6 बंदे नजर आए। मुझे पत्थर डोल रहा था, बर्फ भर रहा था, तो मैं हैरान हो गया। तो कुछ 15 मिनट में उनको देखते बैठ, फिर मैं वापस आ गया। तो हम इधर आए, तो हम शोर नाले जाना था। शोर नाले जा कुकर जा, रिपकड़ की जा कि उनको चढ़ते चढ़ते ठार जाना था। ठार से हमने उनको कवर करना था। हम नीचे से जाते हुए उनको पहले से देख लिया। उन्होंने चढ़ हुआ तो मैंने बोला, साहब जी और भी हैं। तो हैरान वाली बात हो गई। साहब ने भी नहीं माना तो मुझे कसम खाना पड़ा, बच्चे और मां का।
करगिल की चोटियों का गुपचुप रहस्य अब दिल्ली के गलियारों में दस्तक दे रहा था। करगिल में चल रही उठापटक की जानकारी उस समय के रक्षा मंत्री जॉर्ज फर्नांडिस को 6 मई 1999 को दी गई। करगिल से आ रही तनाव की खबर में अब दिल्ली ने पुख्ता मोहर लगने की बात कही। इन गगन चूमती पहाड़ियों में भारत के खिलाफ एक बेहद संगीन साजिश ने बंकर बना लिए थे और इन्हीं बंकर की हरकतों ने करगिल को अजीब सी सनसनी से भर दिया था, जिसकी हलचल ने दिल्ली की रायसीना हिल्स में भूचाल ला दिया।
कैबिनेट कमेटी ऑन सिक्योरिटी की एक स्पेशल ब्रीफिंग हुई थी ऑप्स रूम में, जो ऑपरेशन रूम कहलाता है आर्मी का। उसमें यह खबर मिली थी। हमने पूछा था क्यों हो रहा है, क्या हो रहा है। आर्टिलरी फायरिंग भी करगिल में पाकिस्तान की ओर से ज्यादा होने लग गई। चोटियों में घुसपैठिए और करगिल में दुश्मन तोप के गोले।
करगिल पर हुई पाकिस्तान की घुसपैठ कितनी बड़ी थी, इसका जायजा लेने के लिए सेना की कई टुकड़ियां इस इलाके में भेजी गईं। पूरी सावधानी के साथ सेना के जवान इलाके में चल रही दुश्मनों की हरकतों को भांप के लिए घुसे। रेगुलर फोर्सेस की ऐसी कोई खबर नहीं थी कि रेगुलर फोर्सेस हैं। उधर खाली घुसपैठियों की बात की जा रही थी। मतलब यही इंटेलिजेंस था और किसी को इतना मालूम नहीं था कि दुश्मन कहां पर, किस किस चोटियों पर बैठा हुआ है। सेना की बढ़ती गतिविधियों को देखकर घुसपैठिए सतर्क हो गए। घुसपैठियों ने यह बात अपने आकाओं को इस्लामाबाद में बताई। अपनी ओर बढ़ते खतरे से डरकर घुसपैठ को मजबूती देने के लिए पाकिस्तान की ओर से तोप के गोले करगिल के जिला मुख्यालय में बने सेना के आयुध भंडार में गिरे। पूरा एम्यूनिशन डिपो जलकर खाक हो गया। करीब 100 करोड़ रुपए का नुकसान हुआ।
We received the first reports of intrusion from the local shepherds. Our initial response was swift, but little did we know the scale of the operation we were up against.
The Indian Army quickly mobilized its troops, deploying them to strategic positions along the line of control. The soldiers were prepared for a tough battle ahead, unaware of the full extent of the enemy's plans. In the early days of the conflict, Captain Saurabh Kalia and his patrol were captured by Pakistani forces. Their capture marked a significant and tragic moment in the Kargil War, highlighting the brutal realities of the conflict.
Our artillery units were ordered to target key Indian positions. We knew that disrupting their supply lines and communication would be crucial to our strategy.
Pakistan's artillery strikes were relentless, aiming to weaken the Indian defenses and gain a tactical advantage. The intensity of the bombardment posed a severe challenge for the Indian forces, testing their resilience and resolve. As the gravity of the situation became clear, India had to respond swiftly and decisively. The nation's leadership was put to the test.
We had to ensure that every step we took was calculated and effective. Our objective was to reclaim our territory while minimizing casualties.
The defense minister, along with military strategists, devised a comprehensive plan to counter the intruders. It was a time of intense deliberation and coordination. With the strategic plan in place, India launched Operation Vijay, a massive military campaign to drive out the infiltrators. The Indian Air Force also played a crucial role with Operation Sagar, providing aerial support and reconnaissance. These operations marked a significant turning point in the conflict, showcasing India's resolve and military prowess. The Indian Air Force launched a series of airstrikes, targeting enemy positions with precision. The ground forces, meanwhile, advanced steadily, overcoming harsh terrain and fierce resistance. This coordinated assault marked a significant escalation in the conflict, demonstrating India's resolve and military prowess. In the midst of these operations, Flight Lieutenant Nachiketa's aircraft was shot down. He ejected safely, but was captured by Pakistani forces. His capture was a poignant reminder of the sacrifices made by our brave airmen. Despite the loss, his courage and resilience became a symbol of the indomitable spirit of the Indian Armed Forces. The tide began to turn in India's favor as the relentless assaults started to weaken enemy defenses. Key strategic positions were recaptured, and the enemy began to retreat. This marked a crucial turning point in the conflict, bolstering the morale of Indian troops and bringing hope to the nation. Victory came at a high cost. The Kargil War claimed the lives of many brave soldiers, leaving behind a legacy of valor and sacrifice. The nation mourned its heroes, honoring their memory and the ultimate price they paid for our freedom. The conflict underscored the need for vigilance and preparedness, forever etching the bravery of our soldiers in the annals of history.